And we are live coming to today's game. New Brunswick taking on the South Brunswick Vikings in a GMC matchup. The red division going up against the white division, the best opponents in each team, each division. Going out over on the far sideline. New South Brunswick has it at the center half. Zebra territory. Here now over mid-sideline, trying to get it out over to 15. He's met by Santos, and they're going to call the foul over number 15 for South Brunswick. Coming into the game, New Brunswick with a 15-0 perfect record, as they're going to take on a team that's 13-2. 12-2 in the red division, having only lost to East Brunswick and Monroe. Over on the middle, here's Zarate. Zarate trying to hook up with Galindo. Galindo gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez guarded tightly, has some space. Sarmiento tries to send it into the middle to no avail. Taken away by South Brunswick. Number 11 dishing it out wide, going over midfield now, trying to give it back to him. It's taken away. Back pass. Here's Pena on the near sideline. Over the 40. Here's Sarmiento. Sarmiento trying to connect inside the middle. Galindo giving it over to Martinez, who decides to take his time with it now. Far sideline. Here's Solano trying to look inside over to Zarate. He'll give it back. Martinez looking to send it up off the head of a Viking. 15 coming down with it. Looks to be 15. Here's 14. Here's sideline. Trying to get past two defenders. Trying to cross it in. Here's the header. And then Estrosa is there. Center of his box to scoop it up. Good booming kick downfield. Kicked up by the Vikings. Sarmiento trying to lock onto it. He can't. 22 dishes it off. 15 giving it out wide. That's taken away. Looking to be Reyes. And trying to use it. Ortiz over to Martinez. Looking near sideline. Sanchez has 14 on his back. Trying to use the right wing. Trying to shot. There's a cross. Dangerous territory. That's kicked out by the Vikings. And over midfield, here's Martinez. Got some pressure. Trying his shot. And that one sailing way over the crossbar. Almost going over the uprights and the field goal post. And we're going to see some substitutes for the South Brunswick team. Looks to be about 3 or 4 substitutes coming on now. We see 6 who's now playing in the forward position, as well as number 2. Here's the kick. Just in the semicircle inside Viking territory. Here's 22. He's going to lose it on the far sideline. Here's Ortiz. Ortiz trying to use that left wing. He's got some pressure. Trying to send it up over midfield. Coming for the stop from Solano. He'll kick it out of play. And we'll see the tempo of this game slow down with that throw in now. Throws it in, far sideline, bouncing around, going deep into the corner. And he's able to fend off his defender. Solano doing a good job there on the far sideline as the ball was approaching the deep corner. Here it is, over to Pena. Pena's got some pressure by 18. Goes past him, over in the center half. Trying to get it out, it's deflected. Here it is on the left wing, number 26. Trying to get a through ball. Dangerous territory, goes past Reyes. Turns a shot, and not strong enough. Going right into the hands of Estrosa. Another solid kick down by Nostroza. Trying to find Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get in front of that one. Near sideline. Good defense by Galindo, who keeps it in play. And then Sanchez is taken down. At midfield, it'll be zebra ball. And we'll see the Zebras now looking to push up. They have some time to readjust now. Here's Martinez, who gives a little flick off to the right. Pena's trying to send it in. Sanchez trying to bicycle kick. Zarate has to chase it down. He's clipped from behind. And with that foul, the Zebras will get a free kick out to the far left. About 15 yards out or so. They have a good opportunity right now. This could be a golden chance for them. Here's Martinez. Oh, now dipping down low. That's going to go right to the feet of the goalkeeper for South Brunswick. Out wide. It's deflected. Here comes Martinez, who just took the free kick. He's got pressure, trying to look for someone to pass it to. He still got it. There's a lateral pass, switching fields. Santos looking to control it. Here's Pena. Back into the middle for Sarmiento. Met by two defenders. Trying to flick it off. Here's Sanchez. Looking to turn and go. Sanchez trying to thread the needle! Goal! And New Brunswick on the board. Beautiful pass from Sanchez. Able to thread the needle in and chip it inside the box and get one on South Brunswick. Looked to be a beautiful pass by Sanchez. Great finish by from New Brunswick on South Brunswick. Now we'll see how South Brunswick responds. 26 over to the far sideline, still in Viking territory, going over midfield now. Santos. Here's Martinez. He's met by two defenders. It's deflected. Here's 18. Taken away by Reyes. Reyes going down. It is near sideline. Pena trying to find Sanchez. Just out of reach for Sanchez. It'll be a throw-in for South Brunswick. Here's the kick. Oh, going past defenders. Here's Sanchez. Trying to go to the left now, trying to turn and go. It'll draw defenders. Has a chance. And that one going far right. A bit ill-advised there. Set up, but just too far out to take a strike. There's the goal kick. Not a strong one. Headed by Zarate. He's able to win it. Taken by 6. Zarate trying to get a foot inside. South Brunswick looking to pick up the tempo. Far sideline, center half. Lateral pass over to midfield. Still in the semicircle in zebra territory. Here's 18 with it. Trying to pass it. 7. He's mixed in with a slew of defenders, and then here's the referee coming in with a late call over on the 35-yard line. No complaints, they'll get it back. South Brunswick lost it. There's a quick pass, trying to cause the Zebras off guard. Here it is inside. So it'll be a goal kick. And Enestrosa. It looks like it'll be Martinez. Martinez with the boots. Trying to send it up, headed by a Viking. Here's the Vikings now, Zebra territory. And again, trying to send a through ball to no avail. The Zebras are all over that one. Midfield, Sanchez trying to break free, trying to give it back. There's 20 dishing it off, intercepted. Here comes Ortiz. Ortiz trying to utilize that left wing before it's taken away. Passes it inside the middle, and they're going to call a foul on Ortiz from behind. South Brunswick's ball. Now I can say that the Vikings appear to be off guard. It looked like they might have had some control earlier on, but now looks like the Zebras are putting the pressure as he kicks that one out of bounds. Had a lot of time. It was a free kick. Not able to control it. Here's Zorate. Trying to get it past. Here's the boot from the back line. Going all the way inside the box for Enestrosa. And Enestrosa decides to take his time with it. And 7, forcing him to pick it up. Punts it. Viking territory. Sanchez trying to play the ball smart. Passing it back. Going to the center back. There it is over number 2. Trying to send his man on the wing. Now guarded by Pena. Pena's there for the deflection. Sensing inside the box. Reyes gets a strange foot to it, but here's Martinez. Martinez looking to switch fields over to the far sideline. Center half. Trying to advance now. Trying to switch fields once again. Finding Sanchez. Oh, this is dangerous. Sanchez going past the slide tackle. Trying to cut back. Cutting back inside the middle. Trying to cut back to his right foot. Here's a shot. Ooh, and that's a hard shot going off the hands of the goalkeeper. As he had the goalkeeper go in the opposite direction, he was able to get a hand on it at the last second. Going just a yard below the crossbar. It was on target. Good save by South Brunswick. And now this will set up a corner kick for the New Brunswick Zebras. Here's a quick kick taken. Here's Pena trying to send it in. Again, trying to get rid of it. Pena, and his pass is taken away. Here's 7 with it. Martinez getting a foot to it. And before he can save it out of play, South Brunswick will have a throw-in, and they'll stop the clock with a substitution. Headed by Zorate. Zorate again. Over to the center back. Sends it over to the middle. Here's pressure from Galindo. Gets it past him. Here's 15, trying to dish it out wide. Still in Viking territory as they are now struggling to advance over midfield with possession. Here's 7, guarded by Martinez. Looking to come near sideline. Threads it over to 13. He gives it right back. 7 now switching fields over to the far sideline. Trying to go inside the box. And they're going to call a free kick about 2 yards out from the box. This is going to set up about a 20-yard free kick attempt. As he tried to cut past defenders and he was tripped up. Didn't look like it was an intentional trip. He just managed to trip behind his legs as he was trying to run back at goal and defend. There's a shot. That one too high. Going through the uprights. An opportunity for South Brunswick taken away. Once again by the Zebras. There's a good kick. Over midfield, it's headed by South Brunswick. Pena. Trying to find Sanchez. Taken by Sarmiento. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez. There's a slide tackle. Still in play. And there's a foul called. Sanchez tried to keep the play alive. Martinez inside the box, over on the far sideline. Inside the edge. Trying to box his man out. Here's Galindo. Galindo has some pressure, and he's clipped from behind. And looks like it should have been awarded for the Zebras, but it's going to go to South Brunswick. And Galindo not happy with that. Sanchez trying to take it away from number 6. He's got position. Oh, that was Sarmiento. And Sarmiento able to win inside positioning. Go have it now. At about the 35-yard line, about 45 yards out. Saying that this is a bigger field. Here's Martinez, sends it inside. Here's the header. Trying to run after it, and here's the goalkeeper to scoop it up. Sort of decent attempt there by Martinez. Getting it inside. Now over the far sideline, over midfield. South Brunswick trying to break through this zebra wall. Out wide, trying to cut inside, goes past Ortiz. Here's 7 with it. Met by 2 Zebras. Martinez on 7 now. He's getting forced out. And it'll be a throw in for South Brunswick on the far sideline. Coming in, can't take it away is Galindo. There's Sarmiento. Sarmiento doing a good job. A third defender comes to send it back. Martinez is trying to send it forward. 6 laying it off wide. Deep in zebra territory. He's got 2 defenders on him. Trying to find an opening. Taken away. And that's kicked out on the far sideline. South Brunswick now trying to apply the pressure on the attack. Here's a throw in, here's a header, and that one taking a bounce out past the goal line. So we'll see a substitute. We'll see Sarmiento coming out. In will be Canseco with some fresh legs. Over at midfield, Zarate trying to break free. He's got pressure. Martinez can't corral it. Good defense. Now here's Pena. Now over to Canseco, getting his touch. Intercepted. Martinez trying to come in. Try to kick away Zarate. To no avail. Here's number 9. 9 trying to send it up. Solano getting a one-touch foot to it. Canseco looking to drive it up. And before Sanchez could get a foot to it. Kicked up. Still bouncing around. Up in the air, off the heads, going back and forth. Here's 15. Reyes. Trying to send a pass over to Ortiz on the far sideline. South Brunswick with the throw-in. Looking to cut inside. Number 11, still with it. Trying the back tap. Still in their possession. Coming in to try to steal it. Here's Sanchez now. Sanchez looking to turn and go. He's pushed out over to the far wing, and that one's going to get kicked out. And referees will say that it went off of the Zebras. This is a fast-paced game. Both teams wanting a win. The number 1 and number 2 teams ranked in the GMC County Tournament wanting to prove who's better right now. Today, October 19th, 6 p.m. kickoff time here in South Brunswick. Say it's about mid-60s, the temperature. It's a chilly October night. Now Martinez, he has time. Chipping it over the defense. Trying to send his man. Here's Sanchez now. Trying a shot which is deflected. And again, Sanchez and the Zebras having some hard time getting open looks. They're looking for that breakaway that they love to find in games. Here's Martinez looking over to Pena. He's got time. Pena trying to send a through ball out on the far sideline over to Canseco. That's tapped by Pena. Here's Sanchez. Looked like a foul by 6, but no call. Looking to advance, still with it. Good pass, trying to send it inside, and it's intercepted again by the Zebras. Center midfielder Martinez working hard tonight, as well as other Zebras trying to pull off a win. Trying to get a second GMC Red Division win. Their first was against St. Joe's on Saturday, who they defeated 5-4. Taken from behind. Here's Martinez again, still with it, and 13's taken down on his run, stopping the flow. It'll be a free kick at about the 30-yard line. 40 yards out. Here's 11 with his pink cleats, waiting to throw as the wall will be set up on the 18-yard line. Passes it out. Now here's the cross. And hitting the crossbar and the uprights, going in between that narrow space, about a yard apart. That was a great look by the South Brunswick Vikings. Good kick. Sanchez has pressure behind him. Slide tackle, wins it. Still has pressure. Now that one's taken away by 18. Looking to switch sidelines. Beautiful pass off the chest. Number 11. Looking to pass it back over to 15. Crosses it in. Here's the header. And Inestrosa having to dive out. That was far left of the goalpost. But what a look by South Brunswick. And now they put New Brunswick on their toes. Intercepting it. Still with it. Trying to send a man, headed by Solano. And that one will set up a corner kick. Another corner kick here for South Brunswick. This could be a golden opportunity for them. Here's the cross inside the box. It's headed. Not strong enough, and it goes right to Inestrosa. And going over midfield, right into the back line of South Brunswick. No intended targets there, just trying to get it up. The head, it's inside the box. There's a herd of zebras forcing him out. Trying to send him in. He's onside. Trying to send it in. Oh, doesn't get a good foot to it. Erstos is there for the save. Still a dangerous territory. If it goes out of play. Zebras are saying that it should be a goal kick, but it's going to be awarded a corner kick, and now the Vikings are trying to set up quickly. Zebras trying to set up with the men. Headed out. Here comes the counterattack. Can Sanchez lock onto it? He's got defenders all over him. He's trying to cut back, find some space. And as he tried to tap it out, his intended target was Canseco. Now it's a shove from 6. You see this game, as both teams playing with some passion. And with that, we conclude the first half of play.
It's kind of the regular team -1 start.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on,
right, the second half is underway. Right now, New Brunswick has a 2-goal lead over South Brunswick. There's a cross inside. Oh, it's headed away. And that one will set up a goal kick for the New Brunswick Zebras. And now with a 2-goal lead, Brunswick has some pressure off them. Still the South Brunswick Vikings are not going to back down, that's for sure. Here on senior night, you can see that the starters are back in as some of the seniors were playing out in the field earlier on. And that one going out of play. And we'll see oh no, this is not good. Got a player down on the field. Yeah, it looks like it's Sanchez. Slow to get up. We got that assistance from Coach Castillo. Not sure what happened on the play. And the referees are going to want to take him out of the game. Give him a quick rest, and now we'll see Canseco coming in. Back in over on the far sideline. Here's South Brunswick. Taken by Sarmiento. He's got defenders on him. Decides to do a lateral pass. Now you're looking to switch sides. Santos over to Zarate. Zarate trying to give some time over here to Solano now. Back to Zarate. Good chip over to Ortiz. Ortiz got a man behind him. Sending it over to Zarate. Zarate got pressure. And as Zarate went down for the slide kick. 15. Getting called for the foul. He's going to have to keep his composure in this one. And we're going to see a yellow card on the field now. But a bit harsh, not sure why, but 11 is going to have to come out for a play. Here's Martinez, good cross inside, headed out. Trying to start something over to 7. trying to work out wide. He goes down hard, and there's a shove from behind. And the Zebras are arguing that it was a clean tackle. Getting the ball, not the man, but referees are going to award South Brunswick a free kick. Far out wide on the near sideline, about the center half in Zebra territory. And we see a little scuffle here inside the box as players are trying to fight for position. These teams not wanting to let up an inch against each other. Here's the cross inside. Getting it out. Going over to a Viking. He takes a shot. And that one goes far right of the goalpost. And now we'll see the substitute send in the high man, Kevin Sanchez, back into the game. He's got an average of 3 goals every contest, scoring in every single one. Yeah, see how good his leg is feeling now as he's come back into the game. It's a chilly night, a cold one. Don't want to sit on the bench for too long and tense up. There's a back pass over to Martinez. Ooh, going behind the back, well, behind the leg. Solano looking for Ortiz. Hunted down by 6 now. Giving it off to Galindo. And it looks like there will be a foul committed by South Brunswick. And that's going to be a card on number 6. And now, early on in the second half, there's 2 cards already now on the Vikings. And I'm not sure if it's on the fouls or the language after the play. It looks to be in the same spot as last time from when number 11 had to come off. Kevin Sanchez, he's eyeing up the goal, takes a shot, and that one's spinning out of control over to the right, going way wide of the goal. So you can see it, sitting on the bench has its effect on a player. He's still limping on the field. Trying to give it over to midfield. 26 is taken away by Sarmiento. Peña giving over to Santos. Got pressure Martinez. Running into number 9, and he's able to create some space. Trying to fake it. 7 forces him to give it up. Looking to switch fields. Dropping down in front of Sanchez. Sanchez, he'll try to win it before it's cleared. Still in the air. Able to keep it in play. It goes off of the head of Solano. Here comes 5. Looking for 26. Going behind him, and now Martinez looking to switch sides. Lateral pass from Zarate. Peña giving it over to Santos. Over at midfield. Getting in front of the pass was Zarate. And Zarate getting in front of that one. Fans not happy about that one, and New Brunswick not happy about that either. Felt that it shouldn't have been a pass. It shouldn't have been a foul. Got in front of it on time. The player just happened to fall down on the play. Here's 5. Trying to send it inside. Runs into a South Brunswick Viking. And now they're looking to push the pace 20 with a good header, disrupting the flow. There's a slide tackle. He still has it. Here's 18. Right wing, looking to send it inside. Here's Martinez, able to scoop it up. Trying to thread it through. Taken away again by South Brunswick. And that's a slide tackle from behind by Sanchez. Dangerous attempt by Sanchez, and he makes sure that he's okay. But South Brunswick complaining that should be a card for Sanchez. Switching fields, jumping out in front of his Sarmiento. Going over to a Viking. Lateral pass over. Vikings territory. Getting it over midfield. Here's 5. And the Vikings are pushing way up. All in zebra territory. Trying to. He's getting held down. That's a foul. No call. As Martinez putting on the moves to break free. And that one's given over to the Vikings again. There it is. Over into Inestrosa. Too far out in front for the Viking forward. Here's Solano looking middle. Over to Reyes. Reyes, the heavy pass. And now Sanchez is pushed from behind. No call. And another foul from 5. And on the second foul, they're going to call it and give it over to the Zebras. And Kevin Sanchez got tossed down over into the turf. You can see the tenacity here from South Brunswick. Trying to push these Zebras around. The Zebras are a team that just won't have it either. And here's Martinez. Looks to advance it forward. It goes right into the foot of 18. Here's the run. 26. Taken away by Santos. And that's a foul. And he's in pain. Going down is Galindo. And now getting the free kick. It looked like the referee might have called a handball on Santos, but it was not a handball, I believe. It looked like it went off his face. Here comes the cross. Inside the box. And right again. It's a header, but right to the hands of Inestrosa. And Inestrosa picks up another save tonight. Out wide, Sarmiento tries to keep the run going. He's taken down. South Brunswick intercepts it. 7, center half, has to go past Zarate and Martinez. He's still with it. And that's taken away by Santos, the wall of the Zebras. And that's taken away again by South Brunswick. Here's the cross inside. Too far out wide, no recipient on the other end. And here's a wide open sideline. Ortiz has time. He's going to give it up to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to cut inside. Taken down from behind by 5, no call. Chipped him from his shoulder as he fell down. And that goes off Solano. And it'll be a substitute now. As number 23, 18, and 9 will come out of the game. In will be number 11, earlier from his yellow card, temporary suspension, as well as number 15, and number 3. Working now on the defensive end. 6 trying to chip it up. Reyes sending this one into the bleachers. Hard kick by Reyes. And backing up from the track, here's a throw-in. Looking good. Trying to get a hard shot onto it. Here's 11. Oh, it's deflected by Martinez at the last second in dangerous territory still. And inside the box, Martinez come in at the last second to deflect that one. As the Vikings had a good look on goal. To set up the corner kick. Here's the cross inside. There's the header! Brunswick putting in a header off the corner, and that one going in for South Brunswick, and now it's a 2-1 ball game. A beautiful cross by number 6. And the 65th minute of play. And now New Brunswick lead is down to 1. These two teams going at it. And it's taken away again. Here comes South Brunswick. There's a cross inside. And that one, sticking his finger down his throat on that one, absolutely choking on it. Sending a lob over the crossbar. Not able to drill it into the back of the net. And you can feel the South Brunswick fans are into this one now. Dishing it out wide, another beautiful pass out, connecting, here's the cross, here's the header, and it's Inestrosa saving that one. Inestrosa diving out wide with his right hand, able to get a hand to that. Oh, that one! Oh, another shot by South Brunswick, and they're cooking with fire now. That shot was hammered right over to the right side of the goal. About 5 yards wide right, but that was a line drive of a shot. Now this one just got interesting. Trying to head it over. Reyes is there. Coming away with it. Going off the back of Ortiz. Zarate giving it over to Martinez. Martinez trying to send Sanchez. Good back kick by the center back of South Brunswick. There's the header, able to save it in play. From behind, as the fans show their dismay for that one, and Ortiz kicking that away. Foul from behind as the players now wanting a booking there. Fans are into this one. This one just picked up about a few notches. Here's the cross inside the box. It's high off of Viking, and that one's going to be a foul on South Brunswick. Free kick here for the New Brunswick Zebras. Back deep to take the kick. Here's Martinez. Sending it high over midfield. With a semicircle. Over midfield now. Here's a good kick. Trying to send it up. Again, trying to send Sanchez. Not able to connect. Now here's Zarate. One of the Zebra captains. Sarmiento. Sarmiento having a good game. Here's a slide tackle. Still bouncing around, no clear possession. Now here's the Vikings. Still in Viking territory, getting it over midfield. Looking to send it up and switch fields. Offside is number 11.
Come on, Patrick, let's go.
We'll set it up at about the 20-yard line. Good kick by Martinez off the head of 5 again. Sanchez trying to get it. 15's too fast for him. Reyes over to Zarate. Zarate has some time looking to switch fields over to Pena. Gets it back. Looking for the overlap. Here's Sarmiento. Sarmiento trying to send it forward. He's got a man trying to send it inside the box. Here's the header. Trying to come down with it. Here's Sanchez. Bicycle kick, missing that attempt. Still in dangerous territory. Not able to get a good foot to it. Here's 12. He's got pressure. Stolen away. Here's a shot. Ooh, and that one looked good for a moment. And taking that shot to get a better look here was Captain Zarate. Captain Zarate, the second leading goal scorer on the Zebra team with 22 on the season. He's outscored a few of the teams in the white division on his own. Martinez, he's challenged. There's a push, pushing off Galindo. Martinez trying to hunt him down now. Giving some breathing room over to 5, who tries to send it up. 11. Good pass to 5. Pushing it out wide. Here's 7, and it goes right to Martinez. Martinez is just trying to send it up. Here's Galindo. Galindo. There's Ortiz on the run. Oh, good fake. Here's Ortiz trying to cut inside, trying to slice and dice. Here's Galindo. And that going off Galindo. That was a good hustle play there by Galindo. Now here's Martinez. Looking to switch fields. Going off the foot of a Viking. And taken down from behind. It was on Pena. And every time a player goes down, this crowd wants a booking. You can just see how into it they are. As you see the "Let's Go Vikings" chant on the visiting bleachers. These Vikings fans are everywhere. There's a cross inside. No recipient on the end of that one. Picked up by Inestrosa. And they botched that kick. Still going over to Ortiz. 11. Able to juggle with it. He's got pressure now. Taken away cleanly. There's Martinez. Out of the outstretched legs. Martinez. Trying to use his moves to break free. And then coming from behind, South Brunswick was able to take it. Not able to get it fast. Good play on the ball by Pena. Nearly taken down, still on his marker. Inside. Out here on the far wing, here's 11. And that one is going to get cleared away by Solano. Sanchez trying to win it. Oh, and he's taken down hard by 5. Sanchez going down. That should be a foul. It looked to be an obvious foul by 5. Sanchez went down hard on that play. He got taken out. Really had no chance on the ball. This is a hostile crowd here in South Brunswick. And now here's Martinez. About 23 minutes into the second half. Score is 2-1, New Brunswick. South Brunswick trailing by a goal. As we got some talk here over with the referees. Oh, here's a cross. Inside, off the head. Still trying to win it. Here's Zarate. Oh, that one. A ticky-tack foul. Not deserving of a foul. And you can see these referees are being persuaded here by the home crowd. There it is, inside the box. And that one going into the hands of Inestrosa for easy pickings.
Turn around, boy, turn around.
Far sideline. Looking to send it over to Sarmiento. Sarmiento threading the needle. And that one's taken away by South Brunswick. Here they are on the run. And 7 decides to bring it back. Now it's on the left wing. Trying to work inside. Disrupting the pass. Cleared away. Back in New Brunswick territory. Here's the shot. Going off of Inestrosa. Into the corner. Able to save it. Finally up to Sanchez. Here's Sanchez. Trying to get it over to Zarate. Zarate able to deflect it. Good slide tackle there by number 20.
Take it!
There's a header by Ortiz. Taken away again by South Brunswick. Solano. That's taken by 26. Running into Galindo. Sanchez nearly gets a good foot to it, but it's taken away by 5. Here's 7. Again taken away. Here's Santos now off his line. Here's Zarate. Zarate with the cross. Looking to switch fields over to Sarmiento. And Sarmiento. A good pass, but he's not able to lock onto it. Zarate is not happy. Throw in on the far sideline, up in the air. 15 getting ahead to it. Taking Sarmiento down. Throw in. There's Zarate now. Finding a nice pass over to Ortiz. Ortiz passing it out over to Solano. Here's a cross inside the middle. Over to Sarmiento. Sarmiento trying his shot. He doesn't get a good rip on it. Going past the goal line. You'll see the substitution here from New Brunswick. Over to Zarate. Here's Ortiz. Ortiz's pass deflected. Still with it. Here comes number 9. Over to 11 on the right wing. And he's taken out. Taken out by Reyes. As the referee looks like he's reaching for his booking. And that's a yellow card here. And now one of the center backs for the Zebras has to come out. And his backup, Jurgen Ortiz. I'm sorry, well, just Ortiz. I'm not sure what his first name is, but the other Ortiz will have to come in now. There's a 2-man wall. Solano and Galindo. Here's the cross. Taken out by Martinez. And now on the near sideline, it goes out of play. Here's 6 with it. Throws it in. Going to the foot of South Brunswick. He's trying to let one rip. Trying to chip it over. And that one going on top of the net. A bit too high. Had a good opportunity. We're about 29 minutes into the second half of play. About 11 minutes remain. Zebras, they're trying to put another one on the board, as well as South Brunswick. South Brunswick wanting one that much more. Sarmiento. Here's the defense. Out to 5. That's taken away. Getting another boot. Still in play. 20. Found in the midfield. And this could be costly here for the South Brunswick Vikings, as 20, he's been the wall the entire game, but now he's out wide. Looking to move the ball up fast. South Brunswick having their own substitution. Here's the cross inside. Getting ahead to it again, and that one a yard left of the goalpost. You have to know that the weakness of this New Brunswick team are corner kicks. Well, it is corner kicks. As they lack height. They excel in every other aspect. But height is something they don't have. They have some, hops that they can get, but this is a tall South Brunswick team. And like you saw before here early in the second half, in the 65th minute of play, it connected off a corner kick, a header. Just showing the weakness here of the Zebras. Let's see if the Vikings try to exploit it. Coming in is Santos. And taken away here by Sanchez. Sanchez looking to wheel and deal. Trying to lay it off. There's the give and go. Galindo giving it to Sanchez. There's the give and go over to Zarate. And he's pushed off. There's some grabbing there. There's some grabbing there all game long. These two competitors going at it. And number 5, he's had the tenacious defense all game long. Trying to get in the heads of the Zebras. Taken away by Solano. Solano showing the aggression. Martinez giving to Zarate. Drawing defenders. Trying to switch fields. Headed by 6. Sanchez with the bomb. And Sanchez playing over in the midfield. Not sure if he fully recovered. And now we'll see the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Arvin Swaminathan. There's a header by Sanchez. Slipping on the ball. Now trying to come away with it. Sanchez, and he's taken out. Sanchez is taken down. It's a free kick, smartly taken. Taken right away. Here's the pressure. Trying to come away with it. There's 5 who deflects it up. Over to 20. 11. Looking to go back into the center. Here's 18. Switching fields. And trying to send that inside to no avail. It'll be a goal kick for the Zebras. Zebras looking to hold on and improve their record to 16-0, undefeated on the season. 26, trying to pass it out. Taken away again by the Zebras. Sanchez trying to win the fight. Here's Martinez, kicks it out over to the South Brunswick bench. Far sideline, center half. Trying to send the give and go. That's taken away by Martinez. Martinez trying to use some energy, laying it off. Finding Galindo. Galindo going over midfield, no look pass. Here's Solano, left wing, trying to give it back to Galindo. Able to win it in front. Slowing it down. Here's Solano again. He's got pressure. 5 is on him now. And that one goes off of 5. Referee clearly showing that it's Zebra ball. And the Zebras have it deep in the Vikings territory. Let's see how they use this opportunity. The question is, will they try to throw it deep into the box? Will they try to lay it off and set up a box? Here's Zarate trying to chip it in. Head it out. Here's 20, giving it off to 7. Santos is there, saying thou shall not pass. Far sideline. Trying to connect, stringing the passes together. Trying to razzle dazzle. Martinez. Beautiful pass over to Zarate. Sending the through ball. That's intercepted. Trying to cross it, and that one going wide. Sanchez, sorry, well, could have possibly gone to Sanchez. Looked to be kicked by Zarate.
Quickly!
Here's the header. Martinez has it now. Pushing up the field. Ortiz finding Sanchez. Sanchez trying to let one rip. And that one's easily corralled by Arvin.
Send it deep! Come on!
Arvin kicking it up. Trying to send it on. South Brunswick to no avail. Trying to connect. Solano's right there, off his chest. Trying to come down with it. Oh, trying to send it back inside. Dangerous idea. Trying to get it past Enestrosa. Oh, and the defense came up huge there for the New Brunswick Zebras. As we'll see, a substitute coming in here for for South Brunswick. Every man is in the box here for New Brunswick now. There it is. Headed out. Trying to come with it. Oh, and Sanchez is taken down. Obvious foul by 20 as the two collide. Now we see a quarrel here. See South Brunswick, they've been taking Sanchez out all night. And Martinez, he's trying to get his team away. As these Zebra fans trying to rally their team to victory. There's a little time remaining in this game. Little time remaining, not too much left. It could end right here on the goal kick. Here's a kick up over midfield. Far sideline. Here comes the defense of Canseco. Here's a cross inside. Dangerous territory. Brunswick trying to get it out. South Brunswick still trying to hold on to it. Here come the Zebras. And he's taken down. And again, that'll stop the clock. Or it'll stop the play. Oh, that's a yellow card. Six getting his yellow card, and he'll have to come out. Martinez looking to send it up far. Headed up by the Vikings. There's 11. Looking to send it up. Headed by Reyes. Coming off his line. Still trying to send it up. Not able to get a clean shot. It's still here on the far sideline, near sideline.
Quickly!
Taken away. Trying to go with it. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez trying to use his speed. He's bumped off his marker by 5. And it's another foul here by number 5. Again, he's been doing it all game long. Stopping the flow. Trying to find it. He's got pressure. Here come the Vikings. Solano running into him.
Quickly, quickly!
That one didn't look like it went off Solano. This one's going to be a nail biter to the very end. And trying to send it forward. And Estrosa will let that one go out. Zarate over to midfield. He finds Galindo. Galindo using his speed, trying to burst downfield over to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to use his right foot, and he's going to make Arvind dive out to his left, or to his right, our left. Big kick by Martinez. That one goes out of bounds. It'll give South Brunswick a free throw in. Out once again, this time now, New Brunswick has it. Pena. Going off of South Brunswick. They're trying to scrap onto something. Martinez jumping in to disrupt that play. Going out of play off of Zarate. Here's 20 throwing it inside. Off another header. Dangerous. Trying to win it. Looked like it might have been a foul on South Brunswick. I don't have the official time. It might be 3 or 4 minutes remaining in this. Sanchez facing a new defender. Looking not to foul, but did pick it up. There's the pressure. Trying to come in. Now here's the counter attack. Martinez looking to take it himself. Goes past the slide tackle. Tries a shot. Oh, and that one far right. A scary counter attack for the South Brunswick Vikings, and that was a good look by the Zebras. Martinez playing a little more selfishly this game. Had Zarate on his left wing. Decided not to pass it to him. Taking himself. Sanchez trying to flick it off over to Ortiz. Trying to send it to Zarate. Zarate gets a foot to it. Trying to run out. Oh, not able to save it. It is near sideline. 23 with the header. Now Martinez. And there you have it. Se acabó. And New Brunswick takes down the South Brunswick Vikings 2-1 in a nail-biter of a contest. New Brunswick, they went up 2-0 in the first half. South Brunswick was able to get a header off a corner in the 65th minute. From there on out, New Brunswick was able to hold on to it, proving that they are the #1 team in the GMC, taking down the team, South Brunswick, ranked #1 in the GMC County Tournament. This is a New Brunswick team that is ranked 20th overall in the state of New Jersey. There's a good one here tonight, and this team has now compiled a total of 96 goals on the season. I'm Steven Roca. Thank you for watching. Okay, here I'm joined with Alexis Narvaez. I'm here with number 3, Adam Sarmiento, Canseco, Kevin Canseco, and with Ortiz, Calvin Ortiz. All right, so guys, just tell me something that stood out in today's game, something that's been standing out in the season that you guys just want to bring to attention. You guys are 16-0 now. Congratulations. You just took down a team that was ranked #1. They ranked them #1 over you guys when you guys were ranked now #20 in the state. Going into the GMC County Tournament, now you guys are #2. So you'll play South River, and then you guys will play in the quarterfinals on, I think, October 27th, which is a while away. But, guys, just give me your thoughts on this game.
Well, it was a great game. And we wanted to beat them so badly.
How did the game go? How did you feel it went?
It was very good and intense. Yeah, and very difficult. Yeah.
Well, today we played as hard as we can. We played with our heart. It was a really intense game, very physical and extremely. It was all mental. You know, we had to keep our heads because they were playing dirty, and we just had to play our game. That's it. Beat #1.
So you were getting a little. You had to keep your head on.
Yeah, you had to keep your head.
What was going out there on that field?
Ooh, you just had to play quick. You know, you had a one touch. That's it. Because they were right on you. They were fast.
What's key to our game that we never stop running. Running is key. If we keep running, we're gonna keep winning. We just keep running. You can't stop. That's why we're gonna run tomorrow.
A good thing was, or bad thing is, like we get slow at times in the game. We have slow starts, but it's kind of like a train. When it gets starting, you don't stop it, and that's how we usually are.
You keep going. What do you think the team starts out slow? It's something that I've seen this team do. Usually, like every game, that's how they start. Why is that?
I believe, from my perspective, that like we have to get used to the team. We want to see like what they bring to the table. We want to see if.
Yeah, so we can adapt.
Yeah, exactly.
You study them, that's it.
Yeah, you don't go full-fledged against the team. You have to know how to play against them. If it's long balls, through balls, or maybe in the air. Well, I doubt it because we're kind of short. But yeah.
5 minutes we study, 5 minutes we go. we score no matter what. We have to score in the first 10 minutes. We don't score, then that's a bad game. We have to score in the first 10 minutes. That's what's key.
It's key to always score in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we always have to do.
That's our game.
That's our game. Score everything. Never stop scoring. No mercy. That's how we play.
12 against Edison and 10 against Perth Amboy. This team, yeah. You guys had 18 against, well, in the time span of Woodbridge and Edison. So that was a lot of goals you guys just unloaded. How do you guys feel about corners? Because they scored off a corner kick tonight.
I think that corner that we weren't set up. They did it too quickly. We weren't set up for that corner. So I think that's why they got that goal. We weren't set up for it.
Well, another thing that's bad is that we're not that tall. You can see I'm not one of the tallest, but not one of the shortest. And we always play kids that are like twice our height, so we just gotta try to win that ball. That's it. Corners are always like they're not our best friend. They're really not.
Yeah, corners like the enemy. Like since yeah. Yeah.
You guys do something special to try to prepare yourselves for it? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
It looked like you guys sent everyone inside the box at the end of the game to just prevent whatever they might have had.
Yeah.
So you guys score arcade numbers against teams, and you guys have, I think, 96 goals on the season. Kevin Sanchez alone has 46 now. Averages about a hat trick a game. And you guys are there for his help, and you guys make it happen. Just you guys talk about that. You guys are just amazing.
Yeah.
This is our year. We have to win everything. All 3 trophies. Everything's going to us.
Senior year, we gotta go with a bang. That's it. That's it. I want to go out with a bang.
Home to Zebras. That's it. We winning everything. Like
Yeah.
Barcelona. Barcelona's the best team in the world.
Madrid.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Call it treble. We go for a treble. We got one down. We need 2 more.
2 more.
Division. They want the county tournament.
And then we won states.
State tournament.
Yeah.
And all, of course, undefeated the whole way.
We can't afford to lose a game now.
Well, not now, because
You can't.
if we lose one, it's over.
Hey, you know, the girls team, the guys team, and the football team undefeated at the new turf field. I'm sure you guys aren't going to be the team to lose, so you guys have to keep it up. And, hey, guys, good luck on your season. Is there any last comments? Want to say hi to someone?
Yo, shout out to Raul, yo. He scored today.
Raul Pison Galindo.
Yeah, Pison Galindo, don't forget about him. Thanks. Shout out to my mom and dad.
Coach Jimmy, our coaches, our whole
He gonna make us
team.
run tomorrow, so that's what's gonna keep us good this season.
Hey, Zebras number 1. We beat number 1. We are number 1 now.
Zebras on 3. Zebras on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Zebras!
And don't call me the other keeper's name.